Welcome back, everybody, to the channel, American Backwoods Outdoors. We're outside today. We're going to talk a little bit about some different trail cameras, a couple different brands that we run. As you can look at our page, we got, small amount of views. We don't get anything from any of these companies. These are just ones that we buy, we trust. We kind of use different cameras for different scenarios. We have a couple different price options we use, especially if we're going to be running some public land stuff. We found some cameras that are a little bit cheaper, but still take pretty good pictures and decent battery life. But just because it's on public land, you never know if somebody's going to rip that off the tree or anything like that. But we'll start with the first camera here. This is one I picked up probably about a month ago. This is a Moultrie. It's an A-Series. It's actually I believe it's the 300 A-Series. It was from Cabela's. It was $79.99, I think, and that came with 8 batteries. It's an 8 battery camera. That also gave me a 16 gig SD card, and then of course the camera. I really like Moultrie cameras. I don't really know, for this price. I have a few other ones that I've been running for 4 or 5 years now. And the battery life on these things is great. I typically run these around our cabin, where I know no one else is going to come in contact with them. But this one was out for 3 weeks, through the end of January, in the beginning of February here in Pennsylvania. You can see the snow in the background. These last couple days have been pretty cold. It took over 1,100 pictures and out in the weather, and the battery life is still at 99%. Like I said, this was running for the last 3 weeks, so to me, you can't really beat that battery life. I know some of the other Moultrie cameras I had, I was changing batteries maybe once a season, and I was running those cameras for 9 months. So you're going to pay a little bit more, obviously, for the Moultrie name, but what you're going to save in batteries, I think, is really worth spending a little bit more on the camera. And this takes great pictures. I'll throw a couple pictures up that it took these past couple weeks, so you can kind of see the quality. It's got some daytime pictures, some nighttime pictures, but if we open it up, it's a real simple design here. You got 3 buttons to cycle through your settings. You got a little screen right here, tells you your battery life, what your settings are on. So it's simple. There's not a lot of moving parts. I know you get cameras, you run them for a lot of years. If you have a lot of moving parts, that's what's gonna wear out first. So I really like the simplicity of this one, and we'll see how it goes moving forward. But I know the Moultrie cameras give you a 2-year warranty, and I've actually, the ones that I had for 5 years now, they were kind of starting to waver a little bit, so I did reach out and contact Moultrie, and they were real great. It was past a 2-year warranty, but they helped me try to figure out the problem with the cameras and actually gave me a discount on their website. So that's how I got an extra one of these cameras, some batteries. So they really helped me out in their customer service. Went above and beyond, so I really like that, and I would highly recommend any of these cameras. And what we're trying to do is help out anybody that's looking to buy a camera. Obviously we don't have all the money in the world to spend on this stuff, so when we go out and get it, we want to buy something that's quality, that we really trust, and hopefully we can help you guys get the most out of your money that you're spending on this stuff.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing for us is we have to pinch our pennies too, and you have to decide, you can't always just go out and buy another trail camera, so we like to really play around and see which ones work the best for the different applications that we have. And as far as our cameras that we like to spend a little more on and invest to get a quality unit, Moultrie is definitely up there at the top of our list. We probably have the most of those out of any of them. And the ones that I've run, like I said, I've run them for seasons on end through the dead of winter. And like I said, you can easily get a whole season, 10 months out of one set of batteries, which is outstanding. It takes great video, great pictures, so they're definitely a quality camera. Yeah,
and for the price of a good set of batteries these days, you're going to get 16 pack of batteries, you're looking to spend $16-17 anyway. So
the next year we're going to talk about 2 units that we use more for public land, or even in some areas where we think that we're going to have some people coming across them. First one here is pretty popular, actually. This is a Tasco. Most people find them at Walmart. They're right around $30, $30-$40, and for the price you just can't beat them. They take pretty good pictures. They're not enough to be able to see points or anything, or catch what's coming in, but it is not the end of the world if someone were to tamper with it. Unfortunately, we're a densely populated state here in PA, a lot of hunters, and unfortunately not all of them are honest, and it does happen. So on public land, someone were to mess with it or just take it completely, you're not out, you know, $80-$100 on, you know, a better camera, or 100 plus if depending on which it is. So we'll try and throw some pictures up off of one of these as well to kind of show you the quality, and definitely a good option if you're going to run a lot of cameras or cameras on public land. Another one here that I like to use is a little more expensive. This is a Herters. It's actually Cabela's branded. These are around $50. You can get them on sale and stuff like that, maybe a little cheaper. But I like these because they're so small. You can't see them. You put them on a tree or something, they're hard to notice. And also, like you said, if to get tampered with, it's not the end of the world. You're costing about half as much as a typical camera. And they're small and they take 4 AA's. So I've run one of these just to test on a 10-second interval, 3-shot burst on a trail, and it ran for just over 3 months. So that's taking a lot of pictures on one set of batteries. So that's not a bad option, especially, you know, if, you know, typically you're gonna start running your public land cams middle of summer. Once you can actually start to see what's developing, you figure you can leave it go for all of July, August, and check it come September, and it won't, you know, it won't die. So it does have a video option. I don't use that too often. It is a little pixelated, but like I said, I like how small it is because you can hide it a little bit better, and like I said, in the end, it's definitely worth the money for the camera. Real simple to use. Just take standard SD cards just like anything else. So another good option if you're on public land. So
we do have some pictures from public land when we ran this camera here. You know, good quality. Daytime pictures were great. We'll post a couple of those. Nighttime pictures, you know, it's what you get for a $50 camera. You don't get that extra reach, but you know, if they're close to the camera, you're running on a trail that's only, you know, 8-10 yards away, you're going to pick that animal up that's going across there at night.
Yeah, that's a good point on these. One downfall I would say is the nighttime pictures is if it's dead centered, you're fine. You'll get a perfect clear picture. Anywhere on the edges, or if it doesn't quite catch it, the trigger speed's not the, you know, lightning fast. It's a little blurry. I mean, you could tell if there's a deer there, or bear, or coyote, or whatever it is, but if it's further back, it'd be hard to tell what it is. But like I said, hopefully this gives you, you know, an idea on two that, you know, we like, and like I said, you don't waste your money, because it's, you know, like I said, you can't always just go out and buy tons and tons of cams just to test them and then figure out you don't like them. So this is one that's worked out for us in the past, and trust me, we've had ones that we've bought and didn't work out. You know, we're not going to bash any, you know, particular cameras, but you know, there's certain brands that we just didn't like, and these I think are well worth the money. That one especially for $30, I mean, you can't beat it. Walmart pretty much always has them on their website, you know, and a
lot of times you can find them in store, right? Yep. They're right in the glass behind their sporting goods section, and like you said, for the $30, it's well worth it. You can get, you know, 3 of those cameras if you're running deep in public land, you know, for the price of one good one. And you know, if they were to get stolen, you don't feel as sour about it. I mean, still get plenty sour, but
so these are just some options. Like I said, we can always, you know, do another one of these videos on 3 of our higher end cameras, you know, which will include some more Moultries, and we have some Bushnells that we can go through and kind of show you the quality there as well, if this is a video that you guys like. But definitely 2 good options for public land, and an awesome new camera that he picked up. And like I said, we love trying the new stuff out, testing new ones. Companies are constantly coming out with value packs, kind of, so you're getting the camera, batteries, and card, and it's a deal. So I mean, it's definitely worth buying, like I said, because really, what was it, you said $70 or something?
$79, and that gave you everything to get the camera up and running.
And you'll typically spend $20 just to get the card and batteries, so it's definitely worth the money there.
And you know, one last note we want to make: when we're running all these cameras, we are running top of the line batteries. That makes a huge difference as far as getting the life out of the cameras. I did get the Moultrie brand batteries, or what came with that one. You know, and that's what they recommend running out of there, or you know, another high the line battery, you know, Energizer, Duracell. You know, those are, you definitely see a difference. If you're paying an extra, you know, a couple bucks for those batteries, you might get you know, another month out of your camera, as opposed to some cheaper options for batteries. Yeah, especially cold weather too. That's hard on, like, say, if you were to buy, you know, Costco brand or something, because I've done that once. You know, you go to Costco or some, you know, you can get a big pack, but they're an off brand, and you go through them faster than if you were just buy a big pack of, you know, good standard, like I said, Energizer, Duracell. And especially, like I said, we're up in, you know, northern PA, and it, you know, it gets cold in the wintertime. We still keep them out, and they run just fine. So, and especially if you're going to keep any of your cameras on video mode, because that'll definitely suck a battery dry as well. So yep. Well, you know, we hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe it'll help you, you know, influence your next camera purchase a little bit, give you a little bit of background, you know, on what's worked well for us. I know we're always looking for reviews before we go out and buy stuff. You know, I don't want to go buy something that people, you know, 100 people said it's not working well for them. Because like we said, we don't have all the money in the world to go spend on this stuff, so we want to make it count.
Yeah, so like I said, I hope it helped you guys out. We're going to try and do more of these, and like I said, if you have any gear that you want to see reviewed, if we have it, like I said, we could definitely do it. Like I said, this is all just stuff that we purchased, so as we, you know, get the opportunity to buy more gear, you know, we'll definitely do it. We'll try and do some coming up here on stands. You know, I just bought a Lone Wolf this year for a hang and hunt, which is definitely an investment. So and I was looking at reviews before I bought mine, so I'll definitely go into that, and we'll see you next time.
Yep, and if you like this video, make sure you go over, subscribe to the channel, check out our Facebook, Instagram pages. You know, we're always posting, you know, good stuff on there. A little bit slow this time of year. We got all of our deer hunting stuff out there for the season. You know, maybe we get a cold spell, we can do a little ice fishing or something like that, but we can always look forward to trout fishing and turkey season.